What's up, folks? How's everybody doing out there today, tonight, this evening? I decided to come on and for an Ask Me Anything. It's kind of completely experimental. I still have my morning show tomorrow, but I kind of wanted just to get to know my audience, see where I'm dropping the ball, see what I'm doing here, get a feel for everything, get to know some of you. Um, I kind of wanted to give everyone an update of what's going on with me. It's been a really, really rough month, really tough. A lot of things have been going on in my life, and I just wanted to catch everybody up to speed on that, as well as kind of talk about how, I don't know, waking up in this time period of history, human history, is so can be so depressing and so lonely. It's fucking lonely. Let's just be honest. We're at a time period where nothing makes sense. It's like the Twilight Zone, and everything I look at now, it seems jaded, and I seem numb to everything. Not a lot of things are not just happening in my personal life, but what I can see in the political realm, in the world. It's really is a strange process, the awakening process, seeing through the matrix, waking up to everything, questioning everything. I saw something that Spencer Pratt put out, like, what has happened to society, where, this whole thing with, is it 𝗦𝗫𝗂𝗁𝗂𝗂𝗃? You know, I don't believe the narrative on anything anymore. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I don't believe the narrative with 𝗦𝗫𝗂𝗁𝗂𝗃. I don't believe the narrative, anything that anyone's telling me. A lot of you say, how can you not believe it? She she confessed to it. Yeah. But I think there's something wrong with her husband there. And are you not allowed to ask questions? Everyone's giving shit to people like Candace Owens, other podcasters who are just expressing their viewpoints and asking questions. What is wrong with asking the proper questions? I don't see what is wrong with that these days, and it seems like everyone's being ridiculed and criticized for that. That's all part of the awakening process. That's what it is. You're supposed to ask questions. You're supposed to question the narratives. That's what all of this is. If you're not asking questions, if you're not doing that, then you're failing. And you're going along with whatever narrative the mainstream media or whoever else wants to give you. So, yeah, on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, I pride myself for asking questions. Do I get some things wrong? Hell yes, I do. I get a lot of things wrong. But at least I'm not scared to keep asking the questions and moving forward. It's like boxing. You keep punching. A great defense is a good defense is a great offense. I keep punching. I keep asking the questions, and I get a lot of criticism for that. And a lot of you don't, agree with my guests. I get it. I understand. A lot of you hate 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I get it. A lot of you hate the ghost. A lot of you hate this person, that person, whatever. But a lot of you love him, and a lot of you listen to him. And the important thing is I'm still asking the questions that I hope I'm doing service to all of you. Now, I have had a lot of you know that I've had a lot of problems personally right now. I'm going through a lot with my parents. I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop. If you've been on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, especially if you've been on Ringside, a lot of you know what's going on. So, you all know that I'm struggling pretty tough. It's a really rough time for me right now. I don't even know how I'm holding it together sometimes. I don't know how I'm juggling all this stuff. It's when you feel like just everything's coming apart. Someone like me who's a clutch fighter, or who's a clutch athlete, that's when I go even harder, which might be to my detriment. But I'm just trying to do my best. Even with all the criticism and the stuff I got going on. I just learned recently that I do have heart issues, that I do have a 85% blockage in one of my arteries. So I had an angiogram done, and they saw blockage. So it's not I guess it's not life-threatening as of right now, but they said, luckily you went and got this angiogram because we found the blockage, and within a year or 2 years, you probably would have had a heart attack. So thank God, I went and did the angiogram. A lot of you know that I collapsed And yes, I have a bandage on here. They did the angiogram through my wrist. That's why we're in this bandage. They went into my main artery, went through and did all that. So I'll take super chats. If anyone wants to ask me a question in a super chat, absolutely. I'll answer anything you want to ask me anything. It's cool. But I really just wanted to come on here and just say, hey, I get it. I know that we're all kind of struggling through this process right now. And I know that the awakening process for me has been extremely lonely. I've been, I'll be honest with you. The last 7 years doing this sober, I'm coming up on 7 years of sobriety. Doing this sober was probably the only way I could do it. But at the same time, it's been really, really lonely. I've lost a lot of friends, and I've lost a lot of friends to death. I've lost a lot of friends that just kind of fell off. And I think it has to do with changing my frequency, changing my vibration, starting to really see things for what they really are. It has not given me more answers. It's actually given me less answers. I've gotten more questions. And anybody who's part of 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, I'm really starting to build out the community. And what I want to do there is build out the community even more. I kind of want to bring a Reddit style conversation to 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 just for the subscribers. A kind of like a town square. We can call it Nino's Town Square. So I'm really going to try to implement these things on 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I've read a lot of emails from a lot of you, and you've told me how lonely this process is for you and how it's very trying to actually start, asking these questions and start seeing through the veil. Man, it's tough, especially when you can't even have dinner conversations with your friends anymore, your family. You'll start noticing a lot of division with your own family, a lot of division with your friends. You'll notice that, what does it say? Nino, Jesus loves you more. Thank you. Oh man, there's a lot of super chats coming in. If you have a question, I'm doing this on my own today, so I'll try to get to it. But there's a lot of divide, man, a lot of division. It's not just with liberals. There's a lot of people in the conservative realm right now too that have kind of fallen away from Trump, kind of fallen away from the operation, think you're full of shit. I'm kind of staying away from a lot of people right now. I kind of just stay with my family, myself, and I just kind of keep to myself. And that actually feels better than, I feel like they're energy vampires. Everybody out there right now, like everywhere I go, I just feel like I'm just being sucked dry. Like just even the small talk, even seeing someone I recognize in the grocery store or at a restaurant, like I know they know what I do now, and they know my opinions on things. And some people say they support me. Some people say they don't. I can always tell the people that don't because they look at me, they give me that jagged kind of look. But it's exhausting, man. It's exhausting right now. It's really exhausting. And I'm being tested in every which way. Like I'm talking tested with my family, siblings, a lot of sibling, I don't know what it is, man. When your parents are dying, it brings out a lot of ugliness in a lot of people, man, including myself. And it's just been so hard. But I'm still trying to keep everything together. I'm still trying to pull it together, and I still have not buckled. I have not drank. I have not done drugs. I've done none of that. So when I tell you guys that I come straight from my heart, transparent, I mean that. I'm staying strong. And I know a lot of you find inspiration in that. And a lot of you have gone on this journey with me. And a lot of you had decided to get sober. And I commend all of you. That's amazing. That's amazing. Keep it going. Don't stop, man. Don't stop for anybody. This is for you and only you. And a lot of people, you're going to lose a lot of people in your life. I've lost a lot of people in my life. Let me tell you that. My first death, I would say, was boxing. Boxing was my first death, right? When that all ended, and it was a death of identity, a death of like a superhero in my mind, like someone that used to knock people out on television, man. and you know, I had a lot of fake people around me. When that was over, all I had left was the drinking. And as soon as I put away the drinking and finally decided to stop feeling sorry for myself and pick myself up, my whole life changed. And I think a lot of you, and I'm not saying it's going to be like the next day everything's roses and everything's just perfect, but a lot of things do change, and it doesn't mean it's going to get easier. It just means you're going to have the tools to manage it and move along and move forward, and have the tools to better your life. That's what I'm trying to say here today, is just that going through this awakening process with the sobriety on top of it has been very challenging, because let me tell you, man, I'm just as weak as anybody else. And I have felt like going to the bar and hitting the bottle, or going to see some of my old friends and just getting back into that routine and just saying, hey man, fuck this. Fuck all of this. It's just too hard, you know, but then I have to remind myself that I have a purpose in life, and I hope that I'm doing my best to bring you guys the best information possible on my YouTube and on 𝗬𝗠cie_.tv. I wanted to talk about the enemy tests you, not God, 100%, but you forget when the enemy's testing you. I'm going to try to read some of your comments here, but you forget when the enemy's testing you. Sometimes you know, for a brief moment you lose focus on God, and you lose all direction, man. You spiral out of control, and sometimes I really spiral out of control, you know. I'm going to go and try to read some of these comments here. So this is just a real casual conversation with you guys. I just wanted to be, you know, every morning I come on here and I do the whole screaming thing, and I try to be entertaining and bring the news. That's a whole different type of thing I'm doing. But tonight I just want to be real with you guys and talk to you just on the real. Just be blunt and as forward as I can be with all of you. I'm going to read some of the questions here. I appreciate any of the super chats. I'll try to get to those first. We love you, Nino. I love you too. Hang in there. I love the openness. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to hide, man. You know, the most revealing place in the world is the ring. When you get into the ring, when you're in the center of the ring in front of thousands of people live and millions of people watching on television, that is the most naked, bare your soul type of place you could be. There's no place like it. You're more exposed there than anywhere you will ever be. You're putting yourself to the test, and for the whole world to see your vulnerabilities, your strengths, your humility, your pridefulness. It's all there, man. You can't hide anything in the ring. Super sticker, I appreciate it. Folks, I'm going to really try to build out this community on 𝗬𝗠cie_.tv. Maybe some of you have fallen away from that. I'm asking you guys to come back. We're going to build a community chat room. I'm going to try to do this with almost like a Reddit type thing for subscribers only. Praying for you, David. Hold on. I'm sure recent video with Ivan Raglan didn't help your soldier. You do an awesome job, David, and we love you. My recent video with Ivan Raglan didn't help your soul journey. You know, I'll be honest with you. Nobody interferes with my soul mission and my soul journey. It's just me. It's between me and God. But I am getting tested in different ways. I do believe when you're waking up and you're seeing the world for what it is, and you're in this spiritual journey, I do believe you get tested by the weakest links in your family and in your friends. The devil comes at you in different ways, man. He will try different ways to get at you. If he knows you're strong in certain areas, he's coming in different directions, in different ways, under the radar to torpedo your ass. And that's what I've been experiencing, a lot of that. And it's been brutal. I want to ask everyone, how does everyone like the customer service at 𝗬𝗠cie_.tv? I've gotten some complaints. Some people love it. Let me know what your thoughts are on the customer service. A lot of you had trouble resubscribing about Mighty Network for Social. What are your thoughts on Moses? Oh, he's tough, man. real tough. Yeah, I think he's going to be the second youngest heavyweight champ. Yeah, I haven't really watched too much boxing because it hurts. Emotionally, it's just like I gave it my all. I gave it 100%, blood, sweat, and tears, and I left it all out there emotionally, to even the point that I even self-sabotaged, I believe. But do you think that the landslide in Nepal was man-made? Was it a false flag in your opinion? And if so, what are your eyes not looking at? Well, I think we can't eliminate the fact that these things are weapons. I've talked to a few people, Juan being one of them, the Ghost, that they are using earthquake weaponry, weather weaponry, to shift and change things, because you can't blame anybody but God. It's such a secrecy, but the truth is that people won't look anywhere but say, oh, that's God. That's, they're trying to bring in this prophecy. They're trying to bring in an apocalypse. In the last days, there'll be rumors of wars, earthquakes, the whole thing. That's what they're trying to do. That's what's so crazy about this. And a lot of people, oh, that's just insanity. That's just nuts. Then you're not awake. You're not paying attention to what's going on here. That's how this war is being fought. It's not fought with tanks and bombs, natural disasters, immigration, mainstream media. That's how this war is being fought. Don't look at it. Don't look at the conventional stuff that you see on TV with bombs and nuclear weapons. That's all distraction, man. Where they're getting you is mainstream media. Where they're getting you is natural disasters. Where they're getting you is in the political realm, passing these crazy laws. The whole fight that's taking place right now with Trump, we're in it. We are in it. You're watching it all transpire right now. It's not the tanks, the bombs, the jets, none of that stuff. That's all bells and whistles. I have two parents with pancreatic cancer. You and your parents are in my prayers, my friend. We're all in this together. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Prayers to you. And thank you for the super chat. God has already won. I want to do these more often because I just feel like you guys don't get to really see the real me in the morning shows, because I'm going through articles and I'm kind of passionate about everything, and I'm just kind of going, full speed ahead. But I just felt like I wanted to kind of come on here and just talk to you guys regular. Like I would talk to you like at a bar or at a restaurant. Tonight is the lunar eclipse. Is it tonight? The lunar eclipse is tonight, 11 to 12 midnight. Ooh, and then Dolly Parton passes away right before that. It makes you wonder, huh? Don't you guys kind of wonder about that? I do. I kind of feel like the whole date thing with Miley Cyrus, her being her godmother, whatever that was, and then Miley always talking about the 25th of October. August 25th, and then Dolly Parton dies, and then she launches her new kind of. It almost seemed like the passing of the torch. She launches her new CD or whatever. Do you ever think we'll see money coming to us all from tariffs? Trump he's playing the long game in that, but he's squeezing them. He's squeezing all these countries. So it's going to benefit, folks. He's upending the whole new world order, man. This guy's doing it. He's actually doing it. Now 𝗬𝗏𝗎 says we're going to go into super state, so maybe that's where we're headed in all this. What was your favorite part of waking up, and what was your first rabbit hole? Trust and prayers. Well, you all know I'm friends with 𝗬𝗏𝗎. 𝗬𝗏𝗎, the man that my good friend, he's like a brother to me, who played Jesus Christ in the Passion of the Christ. He started talking about children and what they do to children behind closed doors and rituals and stuff like that. And he really started waking me up to a lot of that. And plus, I have my own story involving that. I'll tell the story. I'll tell you what, I'll go on ninoscorner.tv and tell the story, and I'll put it up. I'll tell you my story involving the blood of children and how I know about it. I don't want to talk about it on FluffTube, but right when I get off here, I'll go on ninoscorner.tv and tell you the whole story. It's crazy. I don't want to say it publicly. It's very, I look back, and this was 15 years ago when this happened, 15 years ago. And Yeah. Yeah. Knowing what I know now, I had no idea what it was then. I had no idea. Do you trust 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗁? You two are cute together. 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗁 is do you crush on 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗁? No, she's a friend of mine. I love her to death. She's a good friend. She's just a really good friend. She knows a lot, man. I think she should be involved in the administration. Nino, I am dealing with the same issues, sweetie. I'm sorry, I don't see too well right now. Keep your gloves up and keep fighting. I just recently had to put my mom in a nursing home, and my son is 44. Damn. And trying to quit drinking as well. Jeez. It's hell, but we've got this. It does get easier. It does get easier, man. I'm not going to lie. It does get easier. But, dealing with the pressures and stress of, just waiting for the shoe to drop on your parents, it's fucking hell, man. Every time I go to my parents' house and I see my dad, laying in bed and my mom's laying in bed with him, it's like the movie The Notebook. They're holding hands. Both of them have dementia. Both of them are sick. It breaks my heart. Like I find myself not wanting to go up there. It's horrible. Way down south. I'm from Louisiana. What are your thoughts on how Starbase will impact the coastline? So much for sportsman paradise. Yeah, no kidding. The mighty dollar wins, praying for you and your family. I think we're going into a completely AI world. I think we're not stopping it. I've also heard about the horses being rounded up, the wild horses. I think we're going into a complete virtual world, AI controlled world, social credit score. I don't think there's any stopping that. I think Trump knows that. I think he's just, if you can't beat him, join him type thing. But at least we won't be living in a Marxist slave, define slavery. But I think we're going into definitely into a time where AI is going to control absolutely everything, even sports. And we better just all learn to live with it. I don't see it going anywhere. In fact, they're building more and more data centers. Trump is all in for the data centers. He wants them to have their own electrical grid. So you're not going to stop the future from happening, but it's how you respond to it and how you react to it. Me personally, I'm just happy I had a chance to live in the old world and see what the old world was like. And when I say the old world, thank you for that super chat, Pam2940. When I say the old world, I'm saying like the world before cell phones, the world before, internet, the world before 9/11. We might as well have been living in horse and buggy, man. I mean, literally, if you really think about this, it's crazy. Like we were living, those of you on here that know what I'm talking about, that are old enough to know, it's like, man, I'm a 90s kid, man. That was the last generation. That was the last decade of, in my opinion, like really good creative music. Just everything, man. Like everything was just still just such a creative flow. And something got stolen from us, I think, post 9/11. I think it shocked the entire world. And I think, 9/11 and then COVID. I mean, we've lived through all of that. And now AI, now we're living through AI. I mean, we have seen a lot. When your grandfather used to tell you, like, I was in World War II and I saw the atomic bomb go off, that's nothing compared to what we're living through now. That's nothing. Nothing. There'll be more casualties from what happened in 2020 than ever before. I was talking to somebody on the phone, and I'm going to tell you all this. We're a voice of reason when they all find out everything has been a lie. God chose us for this time. Agreed. We're all part of this together. And that's Nino's Corner.tv, folks. Honestly, I'm trying to build up a community. It's not about going there and watching my shows at all. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to build a community. That's why I do Ringside with Nino. That's why I do the General's Tent. I want you guys to ask the questions. I'm sick of asking the questions. But I try to ask as many as I can from you guys. Let me try to find a pin here. So I'm definitely going to talk about on 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗲 after this. I'll go on and talk about my experience with that, children's blood. I guess I can't say the word here. I'm still kind of paranoid about that, but I'm going to talk about that on there. I'm definitely going to go in there and talk about it right now when I get off here and talk about that. I'm also, there was also, I talked to a guy on the phone yesterday, a 3-letter agency guy. Hold on, let me just get this. Nino, I'm confused. Are you married with kids? Juan mentioned something regarding this when you had your AFib scare. I was like, wife with kids? What? LOL. I don't share my personal life with people, so that can probably answer your question. I'm really I don't like to talk about that at all. That's like, I shouldn't say ask me anything. I should say except that. Except that. I have right now, my personal life is very touchy. I talk about a lot of things, but some things are off limits. I hope you can respect that. I'm 45 and I miss the old world, but what about the God? Oh, driven AI, is that hopium? What about the God driven AI? What does that mean? Is that hopium? Oh, nah. I mean, I think it's a beast system. If you want my opinion on it, and it's just an opinion, I think it's a beast system, man. I don't think we're stopping this. I think, look, as much as I love Trump, and I think I think, he's still just a man. He's not Jesus Christ. He's not God. He's still just a man. And he's doing his best. I think he's picked for a time like this, no doubt about it. But let's be honest here, man. I mean, he's still just a man. We're all just people. And AI is going to be a beast system to me. It's going to think smarter and faster than any human being. It's going to control our consciousness, what we buy, what we sell. There's going to be a social credit score. I mean, how is this? When I say the old world, we have left the old world. We are now entering into a paradigm, a shift that we have never been before ever here. This is, at least not that we know of. I think there's been other resets. You look at the pyramids of Giza, you look at, there's Atlantis. There has been resets. I think we're coming into the next reset. And I think we're going to survive this. So let me get back to the story that I was going to say. The 3-letter agency guy that I was talking to, that remains unnamed, was talking about everyone who got this. Bing, bing, bing. Look at my shoulder, folks. Everyone that got this. They've mapped this out to where the die-offs continue until 2040. So, this is going to be a massive hit to the population. And they're expecting 75% of the global population to, some way or another, get sick and die from this by 2040. And there's going to be other events, I was told. Now, I'm trying to bring this guy on 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗲. I'm not going to bring him on YouTube, but I'm going to bring him on .tv. There's other events that are going to unfold. He said that they also told me, there's a few of these guys on the phone, that 2027 to 2032, more things are going to happen in those years than 2000 to 2026. God, my tongue. From the year 2000 to the year 2026. More stuff is going to happen 2027 to 2032 than has ever happened. From 9/11, COVID, the whole thing, from 2000 to 2026. Think about that for a second. That's how fast this shit's going to go now. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I think about it all the time, and I don't know. I just blows my mind, man. Blows my mind. We're coming into it, folks, and I think it's all going to start on November 2026. Whenever Trump declares this national security emergency, I think that's when it starts, man. I think that's when shit goes wonky. Let me know your opinions. Do you guys think he's going to do the national security emergency? I didn't even ask you guys that. Do you guys believe that he's going to do the national security emergency, or do you guys think this is going to go a different direction? My opinion, and I can only say my opinion, I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to wait a little later to do it. Steve Bannon thought he was going to do it this month. Juan thinks October. Give me your thoughts in here. You don't think so? I don't know, man. I think so. I don't see how he doesn't. I don't see how, you pull. This is the hill everyone wants to die on, man. This is it. I don't see how you don't. I mean, either we let it go through and then we lose and Hakeem Jeffries and Kamala Harris come in. I mean, that's just insanity to me. We have to come to a precipice where it's a cut and dry situation. It's the lines in the sand. And I think it's going to be the midterms. November after the midterms, easy November, early November. Yeah. I don't know. So do you guys think he does the national security emergency in November or October? Early. I mean, I don't think he's going to give them too much of a chance to prepare for it. If you want my opinion. I agree. Sooner than later. Yeah. I mean, so everyone has their own opinion on this. Yeah, for sure. Do you guys like this right now? Are you guys having a good time with me? I mean, I'll be honest with you, folks. I don't have much of a social life anymore, so it feels pretty good. Usually I jump on, the Ringside with Nino on @Nino'sCorner.tv, but I decided to do it on YouTube today and get to know some of my subs on YouTube. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this, but I am. I mean, I don't go out anymore. I don't go out anymore. Do you know that I still have friends that hit me up and ask me to come out drinking with them? I'm like, don't you know I'm sober? I can't believe like they still ask me. I'm like, dude, it's been 7 years. 7 years. I haven't touched a drink in 7 years. It's the best gift. Yeah. Yeah. I'm. So do you guys want to hear my story on Nino'sCorner.tv about the, how I know about how I found out very early about the rituals and things like that? I've been to some weird stuff. I've been to some really weird stuff in Hollywood. I know a lot of celebrities, a lot of athletes. Remember, folks, when I was coming up, I was 36-0. And I would go to the Playboy Mansion. I would go to certain parties, and everyone would know who I was immediately. So I had a lot of clout, and I got to meet a lot of people. And, I mean, a lot of people were attracted to me just for my undefeated record, the next heavyweight champion. Is he going to be the next heavyweight champion? So I got to see a lot of stuff, man. But I'm not comfortable with talking about it on here. I'll try to be as descriptive as I can, but on .tv. No sugar or flour for 11 years. Wow, that's good. That's really good. Sorry, brother, you kind of gave it up. Sorry, brother, I don't know what you mean by that. You're a child of God. Stay away from the dark. I'm trying. Yeah, drinking alcohol is 3D Matrix, 100%. That's part of leaving this realm. I don't see how you can say you are part of the awakening process if you're still drinking alcohol, taking prescription pills, taking drugs. I don't see how you do it. I'll be honest with you. If you're saying you're part of the awakening and you're breaking out of the matrix, the biggest part of that is to quit all the bad habits. Even if you like to look up, on the internet, and like even that shit, man. Like you got to like step away from all that stuff if you're really serious about the awakening. If you're really serious about awakening, really appreciate all you do and have been doing. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Guys, I do this on Ringside with Nino all the time. We do this twice a month on Nino'sCorner.tv. So, good to be with you all. Yeah, good to see everyone here, man. Keep your frequencies high. Eat nothing. Video interviews of you and videos of your fight are trending. Watch them all. Really? Are they trending right now? I know that the soft white underbelly is picking up pace, so that's pretty cool. Kind of bared my soul on that one. But man, I was like, I only had like a condensed period of time, and I've never been like it's just a stool. He puts you on a stool and shines a light on you, and then you just go. And I was like, oh shit, like I didn't really know what to do. So when I was on soft white underbelly, I was just kind of like just going and just trying to remember all the events in my life that shaped me and shifted my life, and I just kept going. I don't know. Did you guys watch that interview? I don't know if you guys watched the soft white underbelly interview, but I did what I could on there. That was a great interview. Yeah, I was just being honest. A lot of you didn't believe me when I said that I was knocking out college football players at 12 years old. Absolute truth, 100%. I have other people that can verify that. Not only was I stopping them, I was starching them, like snoring. Like I was knocking these huge dudes out. And I was like, I was a big kid. I would say maybe I was more 13, 14 years old. There was a couple big guys I did beat up when I was 12, but 13, 14, I was starching these guys everywhere. And, I was a big kid. I was about 165, 170, and I just had a hook, man. And when I connected, it was over and out, over and out. So yeah, that was that. What's your take on Israel in control? Where'd it go? I missed it. Control over the U.S. Like I said, I'm with you guys on this, man. I don't want anybody controlling the U.S. None. Nobody's first but America. And I'm waiting to see how Trump plays this card. So say I'm full of hopium, fine, that's fine. But I do believe he's the whole thing for saving it for last. I think there's something there. And I talked to a lot of people that have reassured me that it's a delicate situation and you can't just go full and tank them. So there's actually a strategic strategy here being played with Israel, 100%. And I get it, man. I want to jump. I get it. I can understand people jumping ship like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, but my channel, and that I've been following this for a very long time. A lot of other people, 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗁, 𝗀𝘂𝗂𝗍, following the same thing. And I'm going to tell you, man, we've been on this, and everything we've said at some point or another came to pass, in the sense that we may have gotten dates wrong or months wrong, but over a period of time, this is unfolding exactly as we said. We are in the boomerang. We are all right now living and witnessing the boomerang right now, which I said was going to happen for a very long time. Very, very long time. All right. Is there any more super chats? Let's see if there's any more super chats. Do you guys want me to tell you the story about how I know about that substance on 𝗬𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏? I'll go in there and do it right now. I'll do a quick video for 𝗬𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I'll talk about it. I was invited to parties. That's how I knew about this stuff, man. That's how I knew about this stuff. I knew about the tunnels. You got to remember, I was raised in El Paso, where I've known about certain things that have happened there on the other side of the border. And here, I've been through a lot of the tunnels. I've seen the tunnels. I used to do a lot of stuff like steal cars and take them over. Folks, this is like, nobody knows this world better than I do, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I'm not bragging about it. I'm just saying, like, it was an old life, a super old life. But I didn't see anything it was just a way of life. That's why I understand criminals. That's why, the boxing game, being around the cartels, the mob all the time. The biggest slime balls in the world are in boxing, man. And it was totally natural for me. Maybe because I was a slime ball. I don't know. Tunnels everywhere. Yeah, they are everywhere. Sancho, yes. Tomorrow I will bring some Sancho to you in the morning show. So I'll see you guys in the morning show tomorrow. Thank you so much. How do I post a comment? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that from my laptop. I don't know. Still in the original emergency. Yeah. That's why this is all going to happen, man. I'm telling you. You guys have heard Juan on my show many times. I'm going to have the ghost on Nino'sCorner.tv, I think, Saturday. Juan actually joined the Ringside with Nino this last one yesterday, and I let them talk all night. And I think Juan ended up talking with everybody for like 3 or 4 hours on the Ringside with Nino. Folks, if you can't afford the General's tent, get to Ringside with Nino. You'll like that one. That one's big. And I am going to try to bring a community town center or a town hall, town square. That's what you call it, town square, to Nino'sCorner.tv. Who is the ghost? I cannot tell you who the ghost is. That's why they call him the ghost. Nino's, what is up? Why are you doing this? Tell us, Nino, what is up? There's no reason. You want me to tell you the truth? I just feel kind of sad today, man. I felt like I wanted to talk to somebody and get it out. And not someone in my family or a friend or anybody like that. I just want to kind of just talk publicly about this because every time I go up to my parents' house and I watch them dying, it's sickening. It hurts. And I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. So I don't want to drink. This is better. So yeah. Sasano, yeah. I missed that one. Are you guys going to the Las Vegas summit? I think so. A lot of you are. If you're out there, I'll be out there. I'll meet a lot of you. I'm going to bounce in and out. I won't be sticking around speaking or anything. I might, I might do something quick, but I'm going to be in and out of there. But all right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and take off now. I just want to say hi to everybody and, share some updates. Nino'sCorner.tv. I'm going to head over there right now and just do a quick video and just say how I know about that substance. And just, that's the best I can do. All right, folks. I'm out of here. Love you all. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. I'll see you all tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. I still have to put together the morning show. I haven't done it yet. So a lot of stuff breaking, a lot of breaking news. So I'm going to talk about Trump's recent executive order, the whole thing, where all that's going. I'll probably talk to Juan tonight and try to get some strategy on the morning show tomorrow. So, all right, folks, I'm out of here. You all take it easy. Peace.